Welcome to Ready Books with Amanda. My name's Amanda and welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a Manga Monday. I haven't done one in a while, but I really wanted to talk about this. If you don't know what this is volume 19 and 20 of Shaman King. And if you don't know what happens during these two volumes, it is the Osorezan arc. I'm probably gonna butcher that name quite a bit just because there's different translations. Sometimes people say Mount Osore or Soro and then Osorezan. So I think I'm just gonna say the OZ arc. That's how I refer to it. Anyways, so the OZ arc of Shaman King is one of my favorite arcs ever to read. I can reread it and never get bored of it. And as many of you know, there is a new Shaman King out, Shaman King 2021 anime. And recently, the whole month of November, not the English dub, but the Japanese subs, all of November was for the OZ arc. And it was great because it's one of my favorite Shaman King arcs. And like I said, it was one of my favorite arcs of anything. And so I was really happy to see it come to life. I just want to talk a little bit about the arc first. So when you're reading Shaman King, you're in the shaman fight in the tournament, and then all of a sudden, spoiler alert, it's gonna be spoilers. Yo sacrifices his chance of getting to be Shaman King in order to save Ren, who recently died. So he makes a deal with the Iron Maiden so that he can resurrect Ren. And so the only way to do it is the Iron Maiden says he has to give up the shaman fight. So he does. Then we kind of cut to Anna reflecting back on how she met Yo and how he's done this to her in the past, and then it just kind of goes into a flashback, and then we get a good flash or backstory arc on Anna and Yo, how they met, and Yo's first time doing an oversoul. And we also figure out like one of Yo's purposes for becoming Shaman King, other than wanting to live an easy life and everything. So it's a really great backstory. We get some great characters like Montamune, and we just get to really dive deep into a Shaman King backstory, and it's really great all around and really explains a lot of things that you may have not realized thus far in the manga or anime. So I read the Osorezan arc a few years back. I was rereading Shaman King, and then I had watched the original 2001 anime that was on 4Kids, and then I had a couple of manga, and then I kind of stopped reading it, and then as an adult I wanted to kind of just pick it back up. I just had like kind of a itch to read it again, so that's what I did. I picked it back up, I read it online, and then I got to the Osorezan arc, and I was like, this is kind of weird because it's like in the middle of a big decision, and we're just going to a backstory for the next like however many chapters. Let me see. 18 chapters, and like the next 2 volumes are all about this backstory, and so you're just like, okay, but then you read it and it was just so beautiful. I think it was Takei, our mangaka, like his best, I think it was the best arc for, like, in my opinion, and I know a lot of other Shaman King fans will agree with that as well. It's one of the best, just well created, well written, well visualized arcs in the entire series. Like, it was just very well done, and I think it would have been, like, it's a great story, like, in a series and standing alone. Like, if I read this standing alone, I think it would still be powerful to me. Maybe I take that back. I think it's powerful because we learn more, but maybe if it was standalone, maybe it still would hold power. I don't know. Let me know what you think about that. If you think it would be good as a standalone, or it just makes more sense in the series, in a series. Anyways, so I read it online, and then that was a few years back, and then when Shaman King 2021 came back, I was super excited because I knew they had to do this arc. And there's actually a CD drama, and this one YouTuber does a great job at reenacting it. Like, he grabs the manga and like makes the manga move, and it like just flows with the CD version so well. I'll try to find it and I'll link it below if I can find it again. And so like I watched that, I read it, and then so I was super excited to finally like see it come to life. So I needed to find it, and so I've never had the original versions, and so I did find them. I found one, I think it was on Thrift Books, another one on OfferUp or something like that. One of them, like the 21, volume 20 came back. It's pretty nice. Like, you can see like the pages are not as vibrant, but I mean, there's nothing wrong with this. Like, there's like a little bit of usage, but it's pretty good. But then this one, I don't know if you can tell from far away. I try to come up a little bit. You can see that this was from a library, and it's really stiff. Let's see. So I kind of want to find a different version of volume 19 if I can. It's a little bit difficult to find for reasonably priced. I don't want to pay like overpriced for it, but I know that it's hard to find like the individual volumes, because right now they're doing the 3-in-1 volume. So I understand why people sell it for more, but trying to not spend that much. But anyways, when I read the manga version, I was surprised because the translation was different from the one that I've read online. And I know it's going to be probably a little bit different just because online people are translating it, and then this is like the manga writers are translating it, so it's a little bit different. And I think pretty much the anime stuck to this translation, which was fine. I think it was just the poem seemed a little bit different. I think the poem still, like the meaning and everything conveys the same thing. It's just written differently. And so I was a little bit disappointed to read that because I really like see online it is, the main stanza of the poem is, love is the meeting, the separation, transparent like cloth caught in the wind. And then in this one, it is, love is hellos, goodbyes, and gossamer. And even like this says Mount Osorezan, and this one says Mount Osorezan Revoir. I'm sorry if I'm butchering that. So I was a little bit weird, kind of like wondering why that was, but I asked Reddit, as I do when I have questions and I want them answered. And so it was explained to me like a little bit of that, like gossamer is more like the veil of the bride, and so it is still like transparent like the other version is saying. So like I said, it's just a little bit different, but it still didn't take away from the whole story. Overall though, with the anime adaptation, I was pretty happy with it. I really love the way like they introduce the arc. Like, it was very dramatic. Like, you have Anna like looking back at the past, and then we get this like dramatic, like this beautiful like music, and then like it's just like the wind, and then it goes into Yo, and Yo looks back, and like it goes into his eyes, and then like it just starts. It's December 1995, and we're back. And it's just, I think it was like a really good like intro, and I love seeing all the Yo blushing parts. So it's just a little, I think it's cute, and I know other viewers love that too. I feel like I have a whole different opinion on the Shaman King 2021 anime. I think it goes, like, especially at the beginning. Right now it's going at a slower pace, but the beginning went like at a really fast pace. So I was hoping that like they would at least take like 2 or 3 episodes to do the Osorezan arc. I was really happy when they did 4. So I think it's like a really good pace for the story. It doesn't overly rush everything, so we get to see everything and really like take in the moment. Another moment that reminds me that I really loved was when Yo first meets Anna, because you read it in the manga and then you hear it on the CD, but I think it was well played out in the anime. It was very beautifully done. Like, he just stops and he's just so in awe, and you really take in that, like, it was kind of love at first sight for him, even though like his character portrays that he doesn't really like her. It's an arranged marriage, and even though it is, you really find out in this manga that they really truly do care for each other, and that he does want to become Shaman King for her. It's not just some ploy and not just some generic anime trope where there's an arranged marriage and then the girl's mean to the guy or the guy's mean to the girl. They're both mean to each other and then eventually they like each other. Like this one they always liked each other, and you find that out during this time and you're like, oh, okay. So it's just different. And then there's Masamune. Love him. I think his voice actor was really great at playing Masamune, and I loved all his little cat mannerisms. Masamune is just a great character. He's someone that you don't really expect to like really fall in love with, because he just kind of comes out of left field, like this art comes out of left field, and then you're introduced to him and you're like, who's this guy? And then you just start learning more about him and like how he feels and his feelings and like his connections and ties to Hao, and then his unfortunate death. And so you just kind of get really connected to Masamune. He's funny, but he's very wise and he knows what he's doing, and he does everything with intention. He's just a great character. He's a split-tailed demon cat. He just helps really make the story. Without him, I don't think the story would be the same. So I really love Masamune. I love how the anime portrayed him, because in the manga he's portrayed really well, and then you see him in the anime and you get really excited. I know I was really excited when I saw him and Yo in the train and the ending, and the new ending that we have for Shaman King. So, and I'm really intrigued to see how he sounds in the English adaptation, because I'm not really happy with how the dubbed Shaman King, like I don't really agree with their voice actor choices like at all. So we'll see. And then just how like I've read this manga so many times. I rewatched the episodes at least twice, if not more, because I just thought they were really good, and I think I was just really excited to see this arc come to life. I was just felt like a little kid again, and so there's always something special when you're waiting for something to see it come to life versus something that you're not sure what the story is, but when you know what the story is, like you know what to anticipate, but you're still excited because you've been waiting for this moment and it's finally coming true. And so I watched it over and over again. I probably will continue to watch it over and over again and read it over and over again. I was also happy that they let the Beyblade people stay in. That's always a little thing in Takei's work. He always like puts in little animes from other series, and so I was happy that they still kept the Beyblade people in there. It's pretty cool. I think the only thing I would have to say that I'm disappointed in is the part where the Oni takes Anna, Yo going after her, and in the manga he says, you know, he doesn't want Anna to die and he doesn't want Masamune to die. But in the anime, he doesn't say that explicitly, like we could see it, but he didn't say it, and so I just wish like he'd said that. It's okay. I forgive them. Also, I was very happy that they put in the Megumi song on there at the very end. Like it was so beautiful. To end the arc, I do wish that they would have just like put in the whole poem at the very end, or just like read it aloud, or just put it there for you to read. But it's okay. I still like I have the manga that does that for me. So this was just their way of doing it by having Megumi sing. So it's still good. It's still a great ending though. But yeah, overall, I was happy with the adaptation. I know in Japan it came out like in the movies. I thought it was like a whole movie, but it turned out to be, they got to see all 4 episodes in a row. So that was cool. Wish that it was, I kind of wish it was a movie, but that's okay. They had originally planned for it to be a movie, but they didn't want it to take forever to come out here. Even though they could have just subbed it here, I would have been fine. But I guess that doesn't make sense because Netflix is behind on the dub, and so it's a weird thing. So if you're reading Shaman King right now or watching Shaman King right now, definitely make it to the OZ arc because you're not going to regret it. It was everyone's most anticipated arc to be drawn and shown, so definitely watch it. If you're reading it, it's definitely great. It just explains so much of everything, and I think there's just a really good twist too. Just like I said, like you just learn so much about Yo and Anna and how, you even learn more about how and Masamune and the reasons why. Like Anna was Yo's first promise, and like from there like he goes on to make promises to like Horo and Choco Love and everyone, and then when he's giving up becoming Shaman King, he's saying sorry to everyone, and then at the end he's like, and I'm sorry Anna, because that was his first promise. So just kind of just like comes together. I don't know, I think it's really well written, and it just makes sense. Like everything kind of just makes sense. Maybe not everything, but quite a few things make sense. Anyways, definitely read it. It's a very good arc, unexpected arc, but very good one. Very well written, well drawn out. Definitely check out the CD drama if you haven't. Again, I'll try to link that below. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about the OZ arc because I love that arc, so just want to talk about it. Anyways, but I will try to do more manga Mondays. I do have another one coming up that I want to do. I don't know how fast I'll get it up. I'll try to do it for December, if not, definitely January, but I'm gonna talk about the girl from the other side. So stay tuned for that. But thank you for joining me on just my little talk about the OZ arc. I think I'm gonna write about this, so if I do, I'll link down my blog post below if you just want to kind of read my thoughts. I think I'm better at writing than I am at talking, so I'll do that below. I'll link that below. But yeah, let me know what you think of the OZ arc of Shaman King. Did you love the anime version? Did you not? Do you love the arc? Do you not? Do you like the CD drama? Have you heard the CD drama? Just let me know your thoughts. And well, I hope you have a good rest of your day, and until next time, happy reading.